everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. A woman who has been parading herself as being disabled with children has been caught red-handed. And this is a 23 years old Tanzanian national. She was caught while begging for money from unsuspecting Kenyans by posing as a disabled woman in the streets of Kenya. That's the coastal city in Mombasa. That was where this exactly happened. And Ibrahim Basefa, that's the county inspectorate deputy director who is in charge of operation, said that this particular lady was caught following a tip off from the members of the public on the activities of suspicious group of foreigners around the Mombasa area where she was located. However, it was said that the children she was even caught with were not even her own children. She rented these kids from the parent. She will pay them some amount of money before she will now be handed these kids to go and beg. So it's like renting. They use the word renting because it's not for free. It's like a business also for the parents of these particular kids. And this was what he had to say, that the officers have also been investigating this syndicate of con artists from Tanzania, and that they have a court case against one suspect who even trafficked these people to other parts of the city to go and beg. So it's like they are not begging for just themselves alone, because they'll have to pay for the kids they're using to beg. And afterwards, they will still pay them from whatever proceeds they get from begging on the street. They will now still go back and pay those people who have even hired them to do this job. Also, the county inspector deputy director further revealed that the con woman makes about 20,000 up to 15,000, which sometimes it ranges from even 53,000 to 72,000 a day. And then she paid the mother of that child $3,000 or sometimes $10,000. So it depends on the amount she gets. You can see that she's even making a huge amount of money. And he also warned parents against renting their children in the minors, that they are subjected to harsh conditions, and which is very true. If you go and find out, most of these kids that are there, they will either be subjected to the harsh weather of sun and cold, or you see them just bare on the floor. Some of them may not even wear a complete outfit. They may be halfway down with their clothes, and they are just subject to very, very harsh conditions, and that is not good at all. And also the sunlight is usually very harsh, and there are deaths around. Sometimes it even rain on these children, and these children are like, some of them are from ages of 10, 12, and 15 years old. And they also have people at the Coast General Hospital who can't afford medication and they are in pains, and those are the people that they said they really need to help, and not all these other ones that pretend to beg on the street. However, this woman, that's the woman who was pretending to be disabled and carrying children around, appeared in court today, and the magistrate, who is Rita, has charged her with 2 counts of obtaining money by false pretense and another of being in the country illegally. So these are the 2 things they have charged her with right now. Also, she pleaded guilty to both counts and was sentenced to 1 year in prison for the charge of obtaining money by false pretense. And she was also given an option of either paying a fine of 50,000 Kenyan currency. On the second count of being in Kenya illegally, Judge Anwe, that's Anwe Rita, gave repatriation orders after fulfillment of the first judgment. So she is now going to be faced with these particular charges, which she has also pleaded guilty to. And not just that, it didn't end there. They have sentenced her to 1 year in prison. Isn't this too much? At least, fine, going under the pretense of having to get money falsely from people, using a child or kids that are not hers, and then she is in the country illegally. It's not something that was right, or she didn't do the right thing. But at the same time, look at this thing critically. This may also be a mother of children. She has been trying to fend for herself. It's not the right way to do that. But notwithstanding, I think there should be some sort of leniency on this particular woman. Giving her 1 year in prison, isn't that so much suffering on her own part? You can imagine that there are some armed robbers out there, some people that are even stealing, but she wasn't stealing. She was getting money under false pretense, which is not good. Some people still term it as stealing because she was actually lying. But it's still too much for her to go into prison for 1 year because she rented these children. She pays money for the people whom she gets the kids from. That's the parent. She would have to sort them, and then even at the end of her business for the day, she will still pay them some amount of money for that. So you can imagine that this woman is not just working for herself alone. She's trying to make ends meet. And then she didn't do it. She didn't steal anybody's money. You find out that some people, they will go around doing picking pockets. Some would even come and meet you and lie and show you medical reports and all of that and be saying, I have this kind of illness, I need this amount. They will give you fake receipts and all of that to get money from you. I know there are different ways people are using now to get money. But if you check out what this woman has done, the gravity or the punishment has been given to her. Guys, do you think that it's enough for her to go into prison for 1 whole year? The major thing is that they didn't catch her in any horrible act like she stole someone's bag or she stole somebody's money. No. So many other people are even into this kind of act of begging, and they are lying. Either some of them are walking, they are not crippled, they'll pretend to be crippled and all. But then it's not a good thing for them to do that. They should have had means of either trying to help themselves, to either look for something to do. Petty jobs, like even if it's a nanny job, to get some people's clothes. Some people do that just to help themselves. They will go around and ask if you have laundry. They will help you with your laundry. They will help you to just clean your house. They could do that every day. They go from house to house. They could sweep your yard. If you have a farm, they can help you to weed the grass just for them to earn a living. These are petty jobs because some people are not able to afford going to school. They don't have a certificate. And so when they come out, it's all these petty jobs that they can afford to do. Some of them start selling little things. If they're able to raise money somehow, they just have certain things that they lay their hands on just to ensure that they have their daily food or their family have something to eat. If you look at things like this, I think instead of having to send this woman to prison, they should have even sought for a way to help her. The government should either give her a place to stay. All right, she's in the country illegally. Fine. She might have been there because that's the only place she saw that was easy for her to make her money. Then it would have been better if they had even taken her back to her country and then handed her over to their own government. And then the government should start for a way to fix her somewhere. There are places that the government can fix people that don't even have anything doing. There are some factories, some organizations that need even laborers' genitals to wash or clean the floor, the toilet. There are certain things that you can help this kind of people with instead of leaving them like this. Okay, sending her to prison for 1 year. How has it helped her? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to make life more miserable for her? People are really suffering. A lot of people are going through very difficult times and they're trying to make ends meet. And then sending this woman to 1 year in prison? Oh, isn't that going to be too much for a woman? But friends, what do you all think about this? Giving her the sentence of 1 year in prison for using kids falsely and for being in the country illegally when she wasn't caught in any horrible acts like either doing something that is fully against the law, aside from being in the country illegally. But notwithstanding, shouldn't they have sought for a way to fix her up somewhere, caution her, maybe send her back to her country, caution her, and then let her move back to where she's meant to be? Is that not much better than sending her to 1 year in prison? How would she even survive in prison? And prison these days, some places where you go, they don't even feed them well and all of that. So someone who is managing or struggling to survive and make ends meet for herself and her family will now be subjected to that kind of a condition. Friends, if you have anything to say regarding this, you can please put that down at the comment section. At least they should have felt pity for her, that the money she's earning is not just for herself alone, she's also paying for the kids. Then what would now happen to the parents that are now giving their kids for such kind of businesses? If they're holding her guilty for whatever act she has done, then what about the parents of those kids? Are they not also going to be held for this act? Because it's both of them that into the act together. So one person should not be held and left behind. But generally, the economy is really down. People are going through very difficult times. Everybody is trying to make ends meet. Even the parents of those kids, they are trying to make ends meet for themselves too. So they felt this is another means of them making their own money. They will not give their children. But the only bad part is these kids are subjected to very harsh and difficult conditions, which is not good. I think the parents of these kids should also put that into consideration, because it's not good that you put kids to go into such kind of hardship too, because it's also hardship for the children and it doesn't augur well for their health. Well, I don't know how these parents cope with this or how comfortable they are knowing that their children are out there either under the sun, under the rain, under the cold, under whatever harsh weather that is at that particular moment. Best known to them, but I don't think any parent should encourage such things when it has to do with you giving out your children to make money in this manner. That is just a no-no because of the conditions that these kids are subjected to. For the woman, I think there should have been a better way to handle it than subjecting her to 1 year in prison when there are people who are committing very horrible crime and they're out there on the loose and no one is doing something about it. And some of them will be caught, they'll be set free without even facing any jail time. And then this poor woman now would have to face 1 year in prison. It's such a pity that they had to handle this in this manner. Friends, please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class, every step of the way from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Mathpa, he is the teacher and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below. So please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Mathpa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below so you will have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Mathpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Mathpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you will really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.